We have seen Mbeumo, we have seen Gyökeres, and also Cunha. We've seen them perform. We've seen them on the beach play for their new team. That's Manchester United and Arsenal. But here is my take on their performance. Yes, on their debut, though it's just a preseason, and the one that has got people's attention is the Gyökeres performance. Yeah, and you must understand that the criticism he faced was coming from rival fans, most especially Manchester United fans. They talked so much about the performance from Gyökeres, even though it lasted for just 30 minutes, which I think it's not enough to judge. You can't just talk about a player that scored about, I think, 97 goals in 2 seasons for Sporting CP, and you want to judge a player like that for just 30 minutes in a preseason game. He wasn't even getting enough pass, from the midfield. It was just there. I think he had just 2 touches on the ball. But that was not it. If I'm going to rate the performances so far, Cunha has played about, I think he has been involved in almost all of Manchester United preseason games, and no goal, no assist. But one thing is, I think I see him is growing and he's getting to understand this team. I love his run, his positioning and everything. Just that the assist and the goals, those are the most important factors, most important outputs that we football supporters consider before we can talk about a player, like before we can rate a player. So the goal, the assist, none throughout the whole preseason. And also Mbeumo yesterday had his debut for Manchester United, and as usual, the football fans are already trolling, they are already throwing banters, no goal, no assist. It's normal. Yeah, it's normal. The preseason is just to prepare these players for the season ahead. But if you ask me, I would say it is very early to judge these players. We've seen players that did well during preseason, and then the hype went up, and at the end of it all, when the season starts properly, they messed up. So far so good. Manchester United made good signings in Mbeumo and Cunha. They are proven players. They've done well in the Premier League, and I expect them to do better with Manchester United. And as for Gyökeres, if you think Gyökeres will flop, you don't know what you're saying. Let's just sit and enjoy the season. It's gonna be an interesting season, a lot of banters. Some people record signing, they're gonna flop, and we'll have a lot to talk about when the season starts. Just enjoy the moment.